All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm going to do a full gun cleaning and lubing video now. My stepdaughter went and qualified yesterday for her concealed carry license, and she passed, flying colors. And I let her use my pistol, this is my 9mm Smith & Wesson Shield. Even though her personal carry is a 40, I wasn't sure. I hadn't taken that pistol to the range yet, and I hadn't made sure that the sights were on, and she's never shot it before. And so I just told her, I said, look, mine's good to go. Why don't you just shoot mine to qualify? And that was just a better choice, I thought. And so we're gonna go ahead and clean it here real quick. Man, look at this old Otter's Glen Slick pistol kit. And I've had this thing since, gosh, probably the late 70s. So that's where I keep all my pistol cleaning stuff in. I've got an old toothbrush, and of course, some cotton swabs. There's my rod for the bore, and I've got these little Ziploc bags to keep my patches in. And I've got a longer rod here. It didn't fit, so I had to drill a hole in the side. This is what I use for my longer barreled pistols. My dad actually made this thing. It's actually got a ball bearing on the end of it. Little brass rod, he threaded the end. It's machinist. I'm gonna get this out of the way here. The pistol is clear, but always, again, confirm and separate your ammo from your pistol whenever you're cleaning it. Now, I've heard of more people getting hurt cleaning their firearms than anything else, well, other than just acting stupid with them. Make sure you separate your ammo from your pistol. Again, you want to visually inspect and physically inspect. So I have determined that this firearm is clear, and now we're ready to break it down. There's two ways of doing this. Again, like we talked about in my other video, there's a little pin in here that you've got to pull down, or a little rod. Now, you don't have to do this, and I didn't say that in my other video. You don't have to get a little screwdriver in here to pull this thing down. You can pull the trigger to release the slide from the frame. This is what I prefer to do. So again, you've got it pulled back, you've got the slide locked back. Grab this lever, takedown lever, make sure it's in this position right here. Then go ahead and release your slide, and boom, it's apart. And it's a little dirty. That's all right. Any recoil spring. To remove that, it sits in a little bitty groove in front of the barrel notch here. You just push it forward, compress the spring a little bit, it comes right out. Then your barrel, remove the barrel. And you got your receiver down here, and it's still wet. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, I never clean my gun. I never do this. I just let it be dirty. And that's fine. You know, this one doesn't look all that bad. I've got some rough patches that I use to, not rough, but other cloth patches I use to clean up the big stuff. And it does have some dirt in it. You can get your Q-tip and put it on here and get into the tight spots, like so. I believe they shoot 100 rounds to qualify to get your concealed carry. At least here in Texas, that's what they do. In my other video, I was talking about the CLP that I use, the break-free CLP. It's actually a cleaner and a lubricant all at the same time. So it's kind of a dual purpose solution. And that's great. I mean, I've used different things. I've used, you know, obviously the hoppies. I call it hoppies. I don't know what y'all guys call it. But yes, I've used that for years. Can't go wrong with that. It's a great cleaner. So I'm not gonna get just totally buck wild crazy with all of this. And people, I've had a friend of mine say, "Well, man, don't use a cotton swab. You're going to get lint everywhere." I'll tell you what, I haven't seen that yet. And then I've heard, you know, also people saying, well, you know, don't put too much lube on your firearm because you're going to just attract dirt and dust and sand and stuff. Well, you know, I'm not fighting a war in the desert. It's in my holster. It's not going to get any sand in it. I'm not going to be crawling around through the mud, at least not if I don't have to. That's about it. That's about all I do for this. And I'll go ahead and, of course, you could use the brush too. Get into the crevices. Okay, without getting too wild, we'll save the bore for last. Recoil spring, yeah, you don't have to do that. I might put a light coat of oil on it. That's it. All right, the receiver, the barrel is done. And then again, like I said, I will put a little bit of oil on the end of a Q-tip, and I'll go in here and I will touch the parts that are shiny. There are the barrel rubs. Put a drop there, a drop up here, drop here, drop there, and that's it. Rub that around. that's it. Clean up the face. It's still a little dirty. Whew. Okay, same thing on the receiver, lower end. Come in here and get this on camera here. Just pull a little dab here, one there, one there. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Run it around a little bit. Again, just on the shiny spots. All right, so we've got the receiver done. Slide is taken care of. Now we're going to do the barrel. And we've got a little brush here. We're going to just a little bit of on that brush. In and out a few times. I don't know if people do that or not, do this or not, but I'll take a patch and I will just stick it on the end of my brush, push the patch through. Do it again. I got 2 patches on this one. Let's say that's good enough. I will take 1 patch. Break free on it, and I will just run that patch through, lube the barrel. All right, barrel's clean. Like I said, it's only had 100 rounds through it, so. Wipe all the dirt off, excess dirt off. I will put a little bit on a patch here, just to coat it, keep it from rusting. And then I'll just do the outside of the recoil spring. Not that it really needs it, but kind of clean it up too. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how fast it can be. Your slide, barrel. Put the barrel in, push it back, recoil spring, push it forward. Make sure it's down all the way. Send it up. Receiver. I'm going to go ahead and just pull up that little pin or that little rod in there. It's already pushed up in this little groove. Make sure you line everything up. Slide it together, slide it back. Okay. Go ahead and flip over the takedown lever. Okay. And now we need to do a function test. Firearm is still clear. You saw I just put it together. We want to wrap the slide back. Okay. Safety's on. Does not fire. Boom. That's how I clean my pistols. Fast and easy. No rush, no fuss. Just a little bit of oil on the outside. A little damp rag. That's it. Completed. Ready to go back in the holster. Very good. Adios.